and welcome to Pita Tara Talk Time. My name is Tara, and today I'm going to be talking about how to remove your menstrual cup without any pain. So today's video is actually a remake of a video I did a while ago, but people were commenting that they couldn't understand what I said, or that it wasn't loud enough, or wasn't very clear. So I thought I'll do it again. So here it is. So I have a few cups with me today to demonstrate with, more than a few actually. Basically, inserting a cup without any pain, if I said removing, I'm sorry, I meant inserting. Inserting a cup without any pain is really very, it really depends on the fold you're using. That's what really helps with putting it in pain-free. So let's just start with like a really soft cup. If you have a really soft cup, you're probably not experiencing pain, but I'll talk about it anyways. So the super soft cup, it's probably going to be really hard to open up inside you if you're just doing like the 7-fold or the C-fold. It's just going to like stay there, you know, in you, and it's probably not going to pop open. So what you need with a soft cup is to really fold it tightly so that it springs open. And what I did there is called like the diamond fold, I think. You fold one side down, then the lips in, and then you kind of fold it in half. And I have a video on how to do folds, so you can check that out. And always insert the cup, which is really going to help with pain, so that the cup that's going to pop open, have that facing your back, because that's not sensitive, but the front of you is more sensitive. So you're just going to check out, just pop your cup open outside of you first to see what side is going to pop open. So I just hold it, and so that side's going to pop open. So I'm going to put that side to my back. So that really works for soft cups, and I haven't experienced any pain with soft cups inserting them. They're very, you know, moldable, and they're very like smooth and soft, right? But where I've had pain personally, is I don't actually have this cup with me anymore. I gave it away, but I'll use the Juju cup for instance. I didn't have pain with this cup, but sorry. Joanne, keep on. Is I had trouble inserting the Ruby cup because it was so big and it was really springy. It just kind of hurt. And what I did with that one is I would do the 7-fold and I would pop it open. But because it was so big, it took a long time and I didn't want to let it pop open quickly. So I just kind of like eased it open, which made this lump really hurt me because it just kind of like slowly dug into me and then like popped open. So what I found with inserting a menstrual cup is that especially if you have a large, really springy one, is just let it go really quickly, because it's probably you may not ever find a fold that's gonna let you put it in without any pain at all. I mean, that's great if you do, but if you're using a cup that's too big for you and really springy, let's say you have a really big heavy flow and you're just gonna use one, that's totally fine. There's not a cup that's like really too big for you unless you're really tight, because usually you will stretch out. But if you're really going to use a big cup that's really strong, let's say you're doing sports and you need something really, like, not going to bend in like that, then you may just have to deal with the fact that putting it in will cause you like 1 or 2 seconds of just a little ouch. And I mean, it's something you just totally don't even feel after a while. It's just like a little ow, that kind of hurt, you know. But yeah, just let it go really quickly, and that will just make it, you may have like a small little, you know, but it's not going to be like how I did. I was like, ow, 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 you know. So, yeah, another thing is, use a fold that's right for the cup. I found the diamond, the 7-fold just didn't work for the Ruby cup. It just made that really painful. But when I used the, and this fold, I don't even know what this fold is called. I just pulled in one side, and then I pulled it over. I have no idea what fold that is. I have no idea what that is. Basically, I just pushed in one side. It's not the punch down fold. Then I kind of folded over a side. So yeah, I guess it's the punch down fold. I guess I'll just say it's punch down fold. When I used that fold, it didn't hurt because it didn't make an extra large lump that was getting bigger, just got smaller. So I don't know. I don't know how this was working over there. I'm just, yeah. So you just gotta keep playing around, find the fold that works for you and your cup, It's trickier with larger, really firm cups because they're just going to be a little bit more iffy. They're not going to be like the easiest to put in. So with the femme cup, if you have a femme cup, good luck. These are so hard to insert. Basically, the only fold you can really use is like, you know, massive. It's just no matter what you do. So if you use like the punch down fold and let that pop open, it's going to pop open really quickly. But no matter how I inserted this cup, it always just hurt. This is just a tester one anyways. I was just trying it on to see what it was like. I wasn't actually physically wearing it for a long period of time. So, yeah, it's not going to not pop open. It's going to pop open no matter what you do. I just could not find a way this is comfortable, and removing it was just like... Oh, I think Bryn has a review on it, so check that out. Probably says the same thing. But anyways, if you got a femme cup, I don't know how you could make this pain-free. I guess if you did like a lot of lubricant and make sure it's facing the back where it's going to pop open, and you just let that pop open a little slowly. I don't know, because I couldn't really get it to work. It just always kind of hurt. This may just be one cup you gotta grin and bear it with. I mean, I know a lot of people love this cup and it works for them. It just didn't fit my body personally. It was just too big. Didn't work for me. So we have, this is like a lunette knockoff brand type. But pretend it's a lunette for now because it looks like one. So if you have like a lunette kind of cup, this is probably the easiest to pop open because it's not too firm. It's going to probably pop open, but it's not going to hurt you. So if you use like the punch down fold, you can insert that and it'll probably pop open. You may have to nudge it a little bit. If you do the 7-fold. 7 folds are fine, you know, or whatever these are called. I have no idea. I don't remember. I haven't used like the terms in a long time. That won't hurt as much because it's softer. And if it fits you really well, if you get a cup that's going to fit you, it's not going to hurt as much. It's when you try and get a really big cup to collect a lot of fluid or whatever, that's when it's going to get more, you're going to have to try and make it not hurt. But if you have the right size cup and the right firmness, it's probably not going to hurt that much. The only thing that's probably hurting is that either you're letting like the point stick in you and let that pain prolong, or it's that it's like touching the sensitive front part of your lady area, and that kills. Don't do that. So you want to make sure when you're going to have it pop open, I'm sorry, the sprinkler should turn on, is that you insert it far enough in that when it pops open, it's not going to hit that at all. So that you just got to make sure that when you pop it in, basically, you insert it like this. This is the opening to your vaggie, this part here, okay, and this is the actual vagina. Put it in like so that your fingers are actually inside of you, so that like maybe the tip is still sticking out, but like no more than that, and then pop it open. Don't like, this hurts, this is what hurts. Don't put it in, pop it open, ouch, and then try and push it up. That doesn't work for me. That can be what's painful. Make sure you have it in so that when you pop it open too, it opens and it'll kind of like ride up. It'll like go, okay? So that really is helpful. Yeah, let's see, pain-free. With cups like the Femicycle, this is not the Femicycle, it's in the wrong pouch. Okay. I don't know where the Femicycle is. That was in the wrong cup pouch. I wasn't expecting that. Well, the Femicycle, basically, because it doesn't have any air section holes, you can only use the C-fold. I didn't find it painful to insert because of the fact that it was just so fluffy, like and squishy and malleable. If you're having pain with that, we can talk about that separately. You can email me, message me, whatever. But I didn't find that one painful at all. It just is a little hard to put in. So that may be where we were having the troubles, is because it's kind of big to put in. You gotta really put a lot of lubricant and just kind of get like a corner and kind of nestle it in and then put it in. It should be fine. So Yuki cup, like the strongest cup ever. Even though this is like the soft, it's not even the hard. It's just so amazing. I can't even believe that. So with really strong cups, you want to make sure you're using a fold that's not going to spring. Like with my soft cups, I use this fold, and it uses a lot of it so that when you put it in, it's a pop open. You don't need to do that with a really strong cup, because if you do that and you put that in, it's just, you're going to get like a spring feeling. You're going to be like, whoa, you know, that feels really weird, because you're like, what just happened inside me? So it's really even hard to like even get in that. So you're going to want to use like a minimalistic fold, just like the 7-fold or like a C-fold, whatever you prefer, but something that isn't, you know, going to create a lot of force. You don't need it to with this kind of cup. And that can be what's causing you pain. Use the right fold for the right cup and use the right cup for your body is really what's going to work. If you have a heavy, you know, if you really don't have pain at all and you really don't even want to risk a little pain when you're putting it in, I can understand that. I just, personally, I feel like the pain it's definitely a little bit like sharp. But I mean, sometimes when I want to wear the cup, I'm willing to put in like 5 seconds tops of pain just to wear the cup, you know. Then it's gone, you know, it's not like a problem. But when I wear like a too big cup, sometimes it'll ache the entire time, and I'm not willing to do that. Maybe you should just change your cup more. If you really don't want to have pain, use the biggest cup you can without the pain, and maybe use the softest cup you can. It's hard with big cups because a lot of them are so big they're going to fold inside of you. So you gotta find the right firmness. I mean, we can talk about this. Message me. I can help you find like the right cup for you. Yeah. So let's talk about that later. But yeah. So if you have a tiny cup, it doesn't matter on the real like size of your cup, I guess. What would you use? Just really the firmness, I guess, and like the bigness. If you're using like this cup's interesting. It's a Nature cup. I need to review on it because it's really malleable. Like I can I go like this, right? And it kind of stays like that. You see that? You can't really see that, but it does. It's very like it stays where you put it. So I found that this one's kind of hard to pop open because it kind of stays in the position you put it in. So you gotta be really quick about this one. You gotta be like, and like you're gonna help this one up. But this one is painful to insert. So inserting cups, it's kind of like a thing you gotta really practice. You know, it takes a while to really get good at it. But once you get the hang of it, it's not so difficult. And once you keep using the same cup over and over, you're going to find the right fold for you. And just keep the tip in mind. Make sure that when it pops out, it's facing your back. So that's a biggie. And make sure you have the right fold for the right cup and the right cup for your body. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about what cup you should be using or a certain kind of way to insert a certain cup, I probably have tried it. If not, I can maybe talk to someone who has or get you through to them. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm always willing to help, and I love hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.